I was born onto a sphere and raised into a box, with paintbrush arms and winged feet, ever expansive and whole and complete, dancing deliriously into oblivion, with stardust in my lungs and songs in my veins. I tasted infinity before they taught me to count time. But when I grew up, they lined us up one by one, in a monotonous drone. I left my limbs on a classroom floor when they proclaimed there was no room for paintbrushes on the path to success. So I gnawed at my wings for a place to sit at lunch, and with blood in my teeth, I politely smiled as they poured lead into my boots to stop my feet from dancing. I purged the stardust from my lungs, thirsting for acceptance in a drunken reverie for the few bits I had left of me, slipping away, slipping apart. I tried to reach out for help, but the only hands I could find were screwed into the clock on the wall. Tick, tock. Tick, tock. Hit, mock. I shriveled myself down to fit into a mold that I had now shrunken too small for. And as I lost myself slipping through the cracks, I felt a burning in my head, pulling me back to heaven by way of hell. Awaken the dormant volcano in my skull, a hellish flame with an angelic glow, illuminating the vicious, fictitious haze I had been choking on. You're too strange to be loved, too different to belong. You're much too much, and you'll never be enough. Enough! I sank my teeth into the soil to plant roots with the only voice that could speak for me, and I found balance, tethering me between the flesh and the divine. I stole a star and with a stolen star, I sculpted identity from individuality, replacing their worn-out mold with my own warm embrace. I made myself a home within the bones I was taught were my cage.